everything. I had a reality check when I gave my first mock test by myself. I was under a dilemma that I have completed my primary education from English medium school, so
Mm-hmm.
it would be a cup of tea for me. I'm really short of time. I hardly have 3 days, and
Mm.
my speaking is on 13th, and today I'm calling you on
Okay.
8th of June. I believe my ideas are very underdeveloped, but the thing is, I have to follow the strategy.
Hey there, this is CA Ganesh, the founder of Southwards IELTS, and I welcome you to one more success story today. Today, I have Muhammad Umar, who got fantastic scores, and let us hear from him. So, Muhammad Umar, first of all, congratulations on getting your desired band scores.
Thank you, sir.
I hope that you're very happy to be
Yeah,
here.
exactly. I'm very happy about it.
Okay, so Muhammad Umar, can you introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, myself Muhammad Umar and I'm an electrical engineer and I was born and raised up in Surat.
Okay, Mohammed. So finally, can you tell your IELTS scores and how you felt when you saw those scores?
Sure, so my IELTS score is I got 8 bands in listening, 7 bands in reading,
Mhm.
7 bands in writing and
Mhm.
7 bands in speaking.
Okay.
And overall my band was 7.5 bands. And to be honest, when I saw this result, I was literally flabbergasted and I wasn't expecting such type of score for myself because I was really short of time for my preparation.
Okay, all right. So you got perfect score, 8 in listening, 7 in reading, 7 in writing, 7 in speaking. Dream for many.
Exactly.
So what was your situation before joining Southwards IELTS? Had you tried any other coaching?
Well, no, I didn't try any other coaching for my
Mhm.
IELTS preparation. Before starting my IELTS preparation, I decided to take things by my own. So
Mhm.
basically, what the thing is, my sister herself, she has appeared for IELTS examination, and currently she is in UK as a pharmacist.
Okay.
So I had some little idea about what is IELTS, what are the modules inside it, and I had the material which my sister was using a while ago, like few years.
Okay.
I was under a dilemma that I have completed my primary education from English medium school, so
Mhm.
it would be a cup of tea for me. But everything I had a reality check when I gave my first mock test by myself, and the worst part was the reading module.
Okay.
In the reading module, I wasn't able to score more than 5 bands in the first go, and I realized that I genuinely need a help for this.
Okay. All right. So that's how you got Southwards IELTS, right? And I
Exactly.
believe your sister was also my student.
Yeah, she was your student in ours, and the matter of fact, she has done all the struggle of going through random coaching institution in the local areas
Uh-huh.
and failing to achieve good bands, and ultimately coming back to you. So I had a reliable review about IELTS Southwards. So she only suggested me that you should join this IELTS Southwards, and it will be good for you.
Yep. So I'm happy now because I could help both of you.
Exactly.
So, Umar, what was your situation before joining Southwards IELTS? Had you tried any other coaching?
No, I hadn't joined any coaching before Southwards. I tried preparing by my own using random PDF and stuff from the local institution, which were previously used by my sister.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't go well, to be honest.
Okay.
I would always run out of time in the reading modules.
Okay.
Especially the matching heading was the most difficult part. The
Okay.
thing is, I wasn't able to make out what the
Mm-hmm.
paragraph is trying to convey. I
Mm-hmm.
was not able to skim the entire paragraph. I
Mm-hmm.
was not able to conclude it. Like, what
Mm-hmm.
is the final conclusion of this paragraph? And it was like, how the hell they do it? At one point, I believe this IELTS thing is complete scam. They are
Okay.
just keeping random things in the matching heading, but no, that was not the case. The problem was with my strategies. Other than that, I was literally thrown off by the initial attempts, and I believed, oh my god, I was literally questioning my English skills. Like, I
Okay.
have completed my primary education, 11th, 12th, everything, my graduation in English
Mm-hmm.
language, and still I'm not able to do simple passage. I just have to look on the data, and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not able to do that. I wasn't able to paraphrase the passage properly, and
Okay.
accuracy was like really poor. I believe no,
Okay.
it's really difficult. And when it comes to writing, the things were even messier. My
Mm-hmm.
essays in the beginning, they had no structure.
Okay.
It felt like as if a primary student from the second or third grade is writing the essay. It
Okay.
exactly, it lacked professionalism. It looked like no, it is not following a proper structure. My ideas were very underdeveloped in my essays. I was struggling with the cohesion part. I was not able to use them very often in these
Mm-hmm.
sentences. And my sentences were mostly simple sentences.
Okay.
Using complex sentences like using as soon as, to, so that,
Mm-hmm.
whereas, although. I found
Mm-hmm.
that, oh my God, I have been using it during my primary education. I was taught simple
Mm-hmm.
complex in my schooling era, and still I'm not able to implement them in my essays. That's a matter of shame. And I believe that no, actually, I need a genuine help from someone who is professional in this field.
Yep.
And that's where I came to know about IELTS Southwards from my sister, because you must be knowing she was a student. She
Yep.
was a
Exactly.
student a
Yep.
while ago. I
Yep.
think 2 years back she completed her IELTS, and currently she's in UK. She has
Yep.
completed her studies, and right now she's working in UK in a pharmacy.
So, Umar, can you let me know how the feedback session helped you in your IELTS writing?
Well, I believe feedback session were very paramount when it
Mm-hmm.
comes to IELTS preparation, because the thing is English is something which you can't assess by yourself. The
Mm-hmm.
thing is, when it comes to technical aspects or other things like science and everything, you can factually verify it on Google or other sources.
Yep.
But when it comes to English, that's not the case. You have
Mm-hmm.
to look out for the grammar. You have
Mm-hmm.
to look out for the cohesion. What is the
Mm-hmm.
structure? At what flow you are going when it comes to writing and other modules.
Yep.
So the feedback are mostly concerned to writing and speaking modules,
Mm-hmm.
specifically talking about writing modules. So over
Mm-hmm.
here, as you know, I had appeared for IELTS Academic. So I
Mm-hmm.
had task one and task two. In task one, we were having the graphs or
Yep.
maybe some types of map, or we have to just write about the graph. And it was a very easy module.
Mm-hmm.
And when it comes to task two, which is rather most important when it comes to
Yep.
IELTS writing, so in that feedback is very crucial, because
Yep.
you have to give number of examples. You have to make sure that you are using a right grammar. You have
Mm-hmm.
to make sure you have a good cohesion. So
Mm-hmm.
the thing is, someone who have a very sound knowledge of that how does IELTS examination work, they only will be able to assess us and give us the right feedback. And to be honest, talking about the feedback which I received from IELTS examination, it started with task two. I
Mm-hmm.
submitted my first essay. It was
Mm-hmm.
about sustainability and something about green energy. And as an electrical engineer, I was really master in that topic, and I wrote an entire essay with good cohesion. I have used number of connectors, number
Mm-hmm.
of complex sentence. But the thing is, my essay didn't have a structure,
Mm-hmm.
and that's what I came. And when I received the feedback from IELTS Southwards, other
Mm-hmm.
than that, I was really struggling with articles like a and the. They are the worst,
Mm-hmm.
because they seem to be very simple, but when it comes to implementation in writing, speaking,
Yeah.
and everything, they are like literally the nightmare of IELTS candidate.
Especially the
Yeah, exactly. The
students don't know when to use the and when not to use
exactly,
the. They
exactly,
think the people and people are the same thing, right?
exactly.
Yeah. Okay. Perfect. What about the speaking feedback? How it was different?
Well, when it comes to speaking, we had one-on-one session with the tutors,
Mm-hmm.
wherein we had three tasks. Basically, in speaking, we have three tasks: task one, task two, task three. Task one is
Mm-hmm.
all about yourself. Task two
Mm-hmm.
is the cue card,
Mm-hmm.
and the task three is the follow-up questions.
Mm-hmm.
So when it comes to speaking, I just had 1 week for the preparation.
Mm-hmm.
And to keep that on a perspective, I believe I was the first candidate in
Okay.
the entire in the entire batch to appear for the IELTS within a month. I
Yep.
believe everyone appeared after 21st June or something, but I was the only one who appeared on 13th June. So
Yep.
the thing is, I got the things sorted out with the tutors. I
Mm-hmm.
coordinated with them,
Mm-hmm.
and at this point, I would like to appreciate your team. They are very hardworking and
Thank
they
you.
are very cooperative. They understand the situation of student. So
Yep.
specifically, talking about the speaking module, I got everything sorted out with ma'am. That ma'am, I'm really short of time. I hardly have 3 days, and
Mm.
my speaking is on 13th, and today I'm calling you on
Okay.
8th of June. So she, first of all, she calmed me down and she said that everything will be fine. You just practice and just tell me whenever you are ready to give an speaking mock test.
Okay.
So on the very first day, I gave the speaking mock test with Radha ma'am. She gave me a number of feedbacks. Like my task one was all right, but when it comes to task two, that is the cue card, which is a bit difficult when it comes to
Mm-hmm.
speaking modules.
Yep.
So in that, I barely spoke for 1 minute, and
Okay.
he suggested me that speaking for less than 1 minute won't do, because the thing is the examiner himself or herself won't be having enough content to assess
Mm.
your English skills. So that was my
Exactly.
first feedback. On the very second day, I worked
Mm.
on that, and
Mm.
I improved my task too by speaking more than a 2 minute. And
Wow.
even Radha ma'am was really happy that
Mhm.
I'm taking feedback seriously and working on them. But in the second mock test, what happened is I was struggling with the unnatural pauses, which
Mhm.
is very obvious as a
Yeah,
big.
many do that.
Yeah, exactly.
Uh,
Because yeah, when it comes to topic which you are not familiar with,
yeah.
or you are struggling with the flow of speaking, or maybe
Mhm.
you don't have idea of what to
Mhm.
speak next.
Exactly.
So the thing is, I was struggling with the unnatural pauses in the
Okay.
cue card.
Okay.
She pointed out in a very professional way, in
Mhm.
such a way that it won't look sugar coated, or neither in that way that it would offend me or discourage me that I won't be able to
Exactly.
do it. It was a really a subtle way and professional way of letting me know that what are my weaknesses.
Mhm.
And on the third day, that is
Mhm.
on 13th of June,
Okay.
which was my speaking, which was the date on that particular day, I was having my speaking test.
Okay.
So in the morning, I sorted out thing with Radha ma'am, and I told ma'am that ma'am, I just have few hours, and all I
Mhm.
just want is I want to have one more mock test so that
Mhm.
I may be confident enough that have I achieved everything which is required for speaking.
Exactly. Yeah.
And to be honest, she was so dedicated with the work, and she was so concerned about my test that she was commuting to her workplace,
Mhm.
and in the midst of traveling, she took out her headphones and she was literally taking my
Mhm.
speaking mock test in the rickshaw.
Oh
And
my God.
I
Okay.
was like, yeah, that's
Generally, we do not do that. We take all the mocks, from the office so that,
exactly.
exam conditions are there when we are taking mocks.
Exactly.
Hmm.
Well, it was a really last minute call because I called out Radha ma'am at a very last moment, and she
Okay.
was like, I'm commuting. Anyhow, I'm ready to take your mock test. I'm like, yes, ma'am, that would be very helpful. And she took my speaking test, and she was really amazed by my speaking skills because whatever feedback she had been giving me since the day one, I have been working on all of them, and ultimately it went well. And she suggested me that if I speak in the same way in the
Hmm.
speaking examination, definitely I'll score more than 7 or 8.
Wow, great. So what I understood is that with each mock, you kept on improving, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, mock one was basic, I believe. Then mock two, you improved a lot on your speaking Q card topic, and
Yes.
natural pauses were there in mock two, I believe. But in mock three, I think you nailed it, right? Yeah, cool, perfect. So you finally got perfect band 7 in speaking.
Exactly.
Did the strategies for reading and listening make any real difference?
Yes, definitely. I believe specifically for reading modules.
Mm-hmm.
Because I believe reading module is the most difficult part of IELTS examination.
Yep.
You have three passages in that. You have a lot of content. You have
Mm-hmm.
to search through the data. You have to answer the question that too in the given amount of time, which many people believe is ridiculously less.
Yep.
But no, when it comes to strategies, if you apply the correct strategies, if
Mm-hmm.
you have a proper type of chronology, or you are
Mm-hmm.
following proper steps in the reading
Mm-hmm.
module, then
Mm-hmm.
definitely you will be able to complete it on the time.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I believe strategies are more important in reading as compared to listening. In listening, definitely you have to be good with the vocabulary. You need
Mm-hmm.
to be a good listener. And I believe vocabulary and listening skill is something which you develop by your own, by
Hmm.
listening to the native English
Yep.
speakers.
Yep.
Yes, by or
In,
maybe listening to the podcast which
yep.
are available on the news channels like the Guardian or the BBC
Yep.
News. I personally did that, and that helped me a lot in the listening modules.
Wow, great.
But other than that, when it comes to reading, merely knowing the grammar or just reading the passage won't help. The
Hmm.
worst part of the reading module are the matching heading and true and false. They are the
Exactly.
worst.
Yep.
And in that, even if you are a very good user of English, but if you don't know the strategies, you will end up messing the entire module. It may
Exactly.
happen that you may not be able to complete three passages in the given stipulated amount of time. You may run
Exactly.
out of time, and at the end, you believe that paper was very lengthy, passages were very lengthy. No, the thing is, you didn't follow the strategies. So
Yep.
definitely, strategies are must when it comes to reading and writing.
Yep. I'll tell you, I always tell to my students, I think I might have said this to you as well. Reading doesn't mean that you read every single thing you see. right?
Exactly.
Reading is all about knowing what to read and what not to read. In fact,
Exactly.
the more you read, the more confused you will be. And the more confused you will be, the more chance of picking the wrong answer. So, therefore, strategies are very important, inevitable part of getting a band 8 or band 9 in your reading module.
Well, personally speaking, on the basis of my experience, what I
Uh-huh.
experienced during the time of reading module
Uh-huh.
is generally what happened is the passage one is it is short and easy.
Yeah, it's easy.
The passage one is short and easy. Passage two is bit lengthy, and passage three is the most lengthiest one.
Exactly. And also the
But
most complex one.
yeah, exactly. But for me, the things were completely different. For passage one,
Mm-hmm.
I was having a huge research article of
Mm-hmm.
4 column.
Mm-hmm.
The first thing when I saw that, I thought, no, I won't be able to complete it in the given time. But
Okay.
then I believe, no, I should trust the strategy. Whatever I have been told, I have been taught, I just have
Okay.
to follow that. I need not to panic on the
Okay.
basis of length I'm having for the
Okay.
passage one. And I just trusted the process, and surprisingly I was able to complete in the given time, and
Wow.
I answered all of the questions correctly.
Yep. And you
And
got a
I
band
believe,
7.
exactly. And I believe strategies are very crucial when it comes to time management and answering and the accuracy.
Yep. Yep. What was the biggest turning point in your IELTS journey?
Honestly, the biggest turning point was when I stopped overthinking and just stuck to the plan. I
Uh-huh.
remember getting a writing task on international trade, and
Mm-hmm.
I had zero background, and I had zero knowledge about the economics and everything, because basically I am from the electrical background.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my biggest nightmare that what if I in the examination I come across the topic which I am not familiar with, or I
Exactly.
have no knowledge about them. And
Hmm.
actually that happened with me in the examination, because the
Really?
thing is you have to develop your current affairs, but the thing is you can't know each and everything. You can't be
Yeah.
master in all the fields. Yeah,
Yeah.
at some point you may not be having good knowledge about it, which are, so having knowledge is very crucial in order to develop the idea for writing skills.
Mm-hmm.
So the turning point was when I went through the writing sessions at IELTS Southwards. They have
Mm-hmm.
a very structured format for a writing session, wherein first of all you paraphrase the entire topic. Then after you, if it's an opinion based, you give your opinion, and then the first one is your like your strong idea example. So there is a very structured way of writing an essay. So
Yep.
even if you are given a topic which you have no idea about, or maybe as personally speaking, I don't have much idea about economics
Mm-hmm.
and how does tariff and all those things work.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly, because I am someone from technical background. Just give me
Yep.
the
Yep.
topics on sustainability, artificial intelligence, I'll be able to write number of essays on it. But when it comes to economics and commercial things, no, I have my knowledge is very limited to those area. But when it comes, if you follow the strategies, what you find is even if you have very underdeveloped idea, you will be able to write a lot.
Hmm.
In fact, at the end of the day, you will be able to write something which will give you a band 7. And
Exactly.
truly speaking, the topic which I got was about the culture, and
Okay.
it was a discussion essay.
Uh-huh.
It was a discussion essay, and it was about the difference between giving respect to younger generation or giving more importance to the older generation.
Hmm.
And I believe, what type of essay is that? Like, who asked them? To be honest,
Okay.
I was expecting some type of sustainability, or
Okay.
maybe something related to Indian economy or something like that. But no,
Mm-hmm.
it was like completely out of the box. I was like, what to write about it? I have zero knowledge about this. Like, I have never thought about it.
Okay.
And generally I just took a pause. I just thought about something, and I believe my ideas are very underdeveloped, but the thing is I have to follow the strategy.
Yep.
I followed the strategy, paraphrased the entire topic, and surprisingly I was able to write good enough. And I believe, oh
Wow.
my god, I have zero no idea about this topic. I don't know what to write about it, but still with those underdeveloped idea I am able to write the entire essay, and I was able to satisfy the word limits too. And I was like, no, the strategies, they actually work. In fact, they make writing much easier.
Yeah. If you have the perfect format, the perfect structure, the perfect approach, you can write any essay, whether you know the
Exactly.
topic or you do not know the topic. And that's what we do in our IELTS coaching. We show these formats, we show these structures, we show these approaches, and we train systematically so that students are able to write on any given essay. And you got a band 7, many do not get beyond band 6.5 in IELTS writing. Okay. Getting a band 7 or above in the writing module is the ultimate challenge of any IELTS test taker. So congratulations, you've got that.
Thank you. And the matter of fact that my sister had to retake the examination because
Mhm.
she failed to achieve more than because she failed to achieve 7 bands in her writing task,
Okay.
because in her previous coaching the writing module was really deregularized and it was really
I
unstructured. They just
know.
randomly as if they are a newspaper journalist or something, and
Yeah.
they were really unstructured. When I read those essay, I use when I first read those essay,
Mhm.
but panic like, oh my god, you have to write in this way. You need to have a lot of idea about many of the things. You have to go in everything like current affair, culture, and everything. And I'm like, no, I won't be able to do that. But
Yeah.
ultimately, I went through the writing modules. I followed the strategies, and here I am with 7 bands.
Yeah. Most trainers, what they do, they complicate IELTS essays. They make it more sophisticated. They think it will impress the examiner, it will wow the examiner. But the truth is exactly the opposite.
Exactly. That's really true. In fact, my sister agrees to that. She was like, at one point, if you follow the strategies for reading module, you will be able to ace the reading module.
Mhm.
But when it comes to writing, you don't know. If you don't follow the strategy, you will be like really blindfolded. You don't
Yeah.
know how to head in the forward direction unless you have a very good knowledge about the topic.
So, Umar, what do you want to tell to students who are stuck at band 6.5 or who are repeating the test again and again?
First of all, don't beat yourself up. You are not alone. A lot of people get stuck in such situation.
Mm-hmm.
Most students think they are doing everything right, but they are
Mm-hmm.
missing out on a structure.
Mm-hmm.
And some try to make the essay sound too fancy, like
Mm-hmm.
writing for a PhD panel or as if they are appearing for Harvard University. You may be appearing for it, but right now
Mm-hmm.
you are appearing for IELTS examination. So keep that in mind.
Okay.
Trust the strategies which are being taught, because
Okay.
strategies are more important. At
Yeah.
the end of the day, the thing which at the end of the examination, what matter most is the grammar and the strategies. Strategies will help you make your essay look more structure, help
Mm-hmm.
you with the time management and other things.
Mm-hmm.
Even if they seem too basic at first, keep your grammar in check. Don't overcome complicate your writing and
Mm-hmm.
stick to the plan.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I did, and it worked, to be honest. And don't try to re-intervene the wheel.
Okay.
And to be honest, at the end of the day, trust the strategies, follow the strategies blindly, especially for writing and reading module,
Mm-hmm.
and they actually work. You have the example over here right now.
Okay, that's great. So, Umar, any final words for Southwards IELTS and future students at Southwards IELTS?
Yeah, sure. First of all, just a massive thank you to you, Ganesh sir, and your team members, especially Radha ma'am. She was a really hardworking woman, and you are really hardworking mentor, and you are working for our interest. I had a very little time to prepare for myself, but you made it possible for me. The strategies were very clear, the feedback were fast, and the support was unreal, to be honest.
Thank you
They
so
were
much.
always they were always just a message. You were always just a message away, even on weekends. And when it comes to the student who are currently taking coach, and when it comes to students at IELTS Southwards, all the best for your examination. Don't just rely on the tips that a random institution or random coaching uh, companies, and don't just rely on the tips which you found it on YouTube or on from the random coaching institutions. Just stick to what you have been taught over here and follow the strategies blindly. I'm saying this again and again. Other than that, just refer the genuine source. For a preparation of IELTS, just go through the Cambridge books and the Cambridge modules which have been provided by IELTS Southwards. Don't follow any random modules, because that is not going to help you at all. And Southwards literally helped me to tick off his huge milestone in my study abroad journey, and I couldn't be more grateful for it. And all the best for the examinations.
Thank you so much, Muhammad Umar, for your time. Means a lot. It was great to see you, and it was great to hear your story. how you nailed it, and finally you are going to fly to your dream country for your study abroad. Good, good. So, guys, this was Muhammad Umar sharing his experience about IELTS test preparation and how Southwards IELTS played a crucial role in getting the bands he wanted. So, we congratulate him one more time.
Thank you, sir.
Guys, that's it for the day, and I'll see you some other day.